Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dog's YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on for today. All right, we got James Clark with us. Zawacky. Chris Ruffolo will serve as co-host. Center Square is, we got him off the poker game. You know, it's Friday, and, he likes to make his money there. It's our Ninos, Jovan Burts with us. Goran will join us very shortly. He was just doing the soccer show. And we got Brian Bitler as he bookends the show with us. So let's go take a look at how they'll line up for today. We've got Clark, Ninos, Burts, Bitler, Ruffolo, Zawacky, Kucar, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, how'd the morning and afternoon go for you today? Lots of action on the hoops and on the field.
Yeah, 2 words: Texas Longhorns. That's all I got to say about that. No, but you know what? No, yeah, it was a good afternoon. We took a couple bumps, but we also made it back, and I think made some on top of that. How about you, Tony?
Well, I just had Utah State against New Mexico. I mean, we were talking to Mitch on the show before ours. I couldn't believe that line was so short. Anyone, it was funny because Danny Gonzalez in that game, we were making fun of New Mexico here for weeks now, how horrible their offense was. And all I had to do is take that quote from Danny Gonzalez after last week's game. They asked him about his offense, and he said, "Our offense is a joke."
Well, isn't it Terry Wilson, quarterback, their former Kentucky quarterback?
Yeah, but he's been hurt. So they got Isaiah Chavez got hurt, then CJ Montes was a wreck, and they had to use their student manager as the quarterback for a game. Oh. Yeah, that's how bad it is over there at New Mexico. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Maybe they can take some recruiting lessons from Richard Pitino.
Maybe so. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the show started. Let's go and welcome in James Clark. You can find him over at Pick Dogs for him. James, what's going on?
Not much, guys. How are y'all tonight?
Going great. We're looking at NBA from you tonight. We got 12 games in action. Thunder here hosting the Wizards here with the Wizards road favorites of 7.5, total 206.5.
Yeah, guys, look at this game. The Wizards come out the first of the season red hot, beating about everybody, playing real good. Well, the last 3 games, man, on the road, it's not the same Wizards team as you've seen at the first of the season. They've been struggling on the road. I look for them to struggle here again. I like the Thunder. They've been playing teams tough. They played Utah tough, Atlanta tough. About everybody they're playing tough. I know they got they're one of the best players out tonight. But I still look for the Thunder to play tough just because the Wizards ain't playing that good. And the Thunder getting 7.5 points, I like it tonight. So let's take the Thunder plus 7.5 and cash this ticket, guys.
All right, the play here, Thunder plus 7.5 against the Wizards. Here's the news on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This just came in here. He's been upgraded to questionable. He's feeling a little better, but he's still questionable, Chris.
Yeah, and I think that if Gilgeous-Alexander goes here, I do like the Thunder just because he can negate whatever Bradley Beal is going to be doing for the Wizards. And I think that all in all, side by side, the Thunder, I think, get a little bit more respect. They're starting to look like the team that was a covering machine for us a couple years ago and not the full-out rebuild team from last year. So I think the Wizards now being shown too much respect, laying 7.5 on the road here. I like the points.
Yeah, the Wizards have lost 4 of 5, and they're shooting the ball terribly. In that period, they're just averaging 100 points per 100 possessions, whereas the Thunder, they're getting done with their defense, 11th here in defensive efficiency over their past 3 games here, as they're being very competitive games. James, they're covering, but they're losing straight up, which keeps the value for them as underdogs.
Yeah, they have been, but the Wizards, man, they've been losing. They lost to the Pelicans by almost 30 points, man. They had a couple bad outings, like I said, but the Thunder, talk about the Thunder hanging in there with games. They played Utah the other night, hung there with them all the way, the fourth quarter. Then Atlanta, they've been playing some of the top-ranked teams and hanging right in there. It's Washington team on the road. They've been struggling shooting the ball, like you said, and I think they've struggled tonight, and the Thunder keep this game close.
Yeah, Thunder here over their past 10 games, 11th in defensive efficiency, holding teams 105 points for 100 possessions. They've been doing it with defense here. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight as we'll put up what we have going on tonight over at the site. You're doing, great work here in college football. Look at this, 1,031 units of profit. That is all documented. So if you go to Pig Dogs Premium and you look up James Clark, you'll be able to check out his profile page. You'll see all the plays listed there. Everything's transparent. The games are graded immediately, so all fully documented over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, James, let's take a look over at the site for tonight. What do you have going on? We've got 12 games in action from the NBA as well as a few from college football and college basketball.
Guys, I ain't got nothing on for sale tonight. I focused on college football, the early games, and I really like them. Looks like we're going to go, hate to jinx myself, but looks like we're going to go 3-0 today in college football. That's the 3 plays that I have. But, guys, I'll have some college football tomorrow. A big slate of games tomorrow. I'll have the early games. Usually have all-day football all day. You can check it out, guys. But, tonight, I wanted to give out a couple plays that were like, Gonzaga against Duke, man. If everybody ain't on Gonzaga tonight, I don't know why. I know it's the squarest play out there, but I think Gonzaga dominates tonight. I also like like the Raptors money line tonight to win, so take them too. I know it's the 2 games that usually I have something for sale this evening, but that's 2 games that if I would have put in, that would have been premium plays, guys. So take that. But look for me Saturday, guys. College football, been doing pretty good, like you see. So look at my college football card, or like you say every time I'm on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do. So team me up with one of them, and let's put some money in your pockets, fella.
Let's try to put money in the pockets right now here from James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,031 units of profit. That's all documented. So if you go over the site, you'll be able to see every play that he's released. James is showing profit from yesterday. He's showing profit over the past 7 days. As we said here, big numbers in college football, as well as the NBA, where he's showing over 600 units of profit. So get on board here with James Clark. Let's get ready for the weekend, guys, with those 3-day all sports pass. All of James's plays for 3 days. Get his college football. The remainder here, we got 45 games on Saturday, so a good time to get on board with James's 3-day all sports pass. Plus, we got all of week 12 NFL, and get the Monday Night Football game as well as all his college basketball and NBA for 3 days. That 3-day all sports pass is your best value over at Pig Dogs Premium. If you had a second capper with your 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week. I know you'll guest on during the weekend shows, right?
Yeah, I'll be on Sunday. For the NFL show, guys. So check me out there. We have a lot of great cappers, a lot of information, and usually a lot of winners. Everybody giving out winners. So check me out there, and the rest of the crew. They'll be on Sunday.
Very good. The morning shows here, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You'll catch James on the Sunday show. All right, James, have a great night. We'll talk with you next week.
All right, Tony. Appreciate you having me on the show, buddy. And good luck to everybody, and let's cash some tickets.
Let's cash some tickets here. James Clark here on the drive to. Let's continue on here with our coverage. We'll give Chris a little breather because we're going to go ahead and bring in Ninos to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, where he's done fantastic work this year in the NHL. So we'll go ahead and wire in Ninos right now. We got him off the poker table. It's Friday night. He likes to go out to the poker table and some of the soft players come out on the weekends, as if you poker players know. So let's go ahead and bring it out right now. Al, what's going on?
Going pretty good. You know how the poker table works, I see, Tony. Yeah, but got the laptop out here, pissing some of the players off. But you know what? We gotta keep an eye on the lines and make sure doing our homework still while playing poker, and keep an eye on the games in there for sure.
Yeah, multitask. How's the liquor? I know you're on that table with free drinks, right? So they get them sauced. Yeah. They're getting sauced.
Yeah, letting them do that tonight. Still got some homework to do before if I enjoy drinks too. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Had a couple drinks yesterday, so I might take it easy tonight. So who knows? We'll see how that goes. But yeah. Anyways, back to our free picks.
That's right, guys. Let's take a look here. 8 Eastern Time, sticking with the NBA. Pacers here to host the Raptors. The Pacers going to be laying 4, total 209.5.
Yes, they are. They've been very disappointing this season, but they are favored here for a reason. I think they're the better team, 1 through 5. They got the better starters. Benches, you could argue, but these are 2 good, decent teams all the way around, I think. But I definitely give the edge to the starters, to Indiana. And again, I just think we're getting a pretty fair number with them, and I'll gladly lay the 4 points here with the Pacers. I think
All right.
the Raptors do have some good players. They have a good point guard in Van Vliet. They have Siakam that can have a great game, but just don't think that'll be enough here to keep up with what the Pacers bring to the table.
Yeah, I hear you there. Al is going to be here on the Indiana Pacers here, laying the 4 here against the Toronto Raptors. And you look at here at the Raptors, they have not been able to win. They've not been able to string together wins since way back on November 3rd. So it's been a win and then a loss or a couple of losses, and they've not been able to win 2 games in a row. And you look back at the 10-game period, they sit last in defensive efficiency, giving up 117 points for 100 possessions. Now, on the Indiana side, Karis LeVert was on a minutes restriction. He played 27 here against the Lakers, and looks like he's going to be back to full minutes now, Al.
Well, that should definitely be a boost to the team. And, yeah, they're coming off that very tough loss. So, that was a game they should have won. They had the rest advantage there, and AD was out for that one. So they definitely didn't make the most of that one. I think they come out strong tonight and make a point. And sorry, and yeah, so they come out strong and don't let off, and don't kind of let the Raptors hang around and give them a chance to pull an upset off late. So I expect a big, strong effort from start to finish from the Pacers.
Yeah, and one thing to note, the Pacers are finally playing back-to-back home games. There's been a lot of one-game homestands. That wears on team. We saw that what it's done to Utah. Utah has not been a good spread cover team since for a while now. And one thing with the Pacers, they've been on these one-game homestands and back on the road for a couple. One at home, back on the road for 3. One at home, then one in Chicago. It's tough for those one-game homestands because it feels like a road game. But now they're playing back-to-back home games, a little bit well-rested here. Agreement here with the Pacers laying the 4 here against the Toronto Raptors. This one will have a start time of 7, 8 Eastern time. This one overs on NBA League Pass Channel. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we got a big card from the NBA. We got 12 games in the NBA, big card from NHL, college football in prime time. What do you have going on over the site?
Bit of everything. Well, Mike, college football went off, and that did well, but still got a 5-pack with my 2 best NBA, 2 best NHL, and my best college basketball player of the night. So check that out. Grab a long-term pass, and might get an extra bonus premium play there too that way. And yeah, so great time to grab it with all these sports anyway, so hop on board. Pair me up with your other favorite capper for the 2-for-1 specials.
That's right, 2-for-1 capper promotion, guys. Go ahead and get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium, showing a nice profit this year in the NHL, 752 units of profit over at the site. That is fully documented. Also showing profit from yesterday. And of course, over at the site tonight, he's got his Friday 5. We're going away from the alphabets. We're going Friday 5 here with El Ninos. So we got Friday 5, his best 5 plays across sports here, NBA, NHL, and college basketball from El Ninos. 19-6 NHL run. Let's get the bookies tonight here with the El Ninos' 5-pack right now. Affordable pricing, $40. Tomorrow, go ahead and make the upgrade to long-term pass, that 3-day all-sports pass, which all of Al's plays for the next 3 days. Cover yourself for football for the weekend. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and of course, you'll be a part of the morning show this weekend, right?
Yep, getting tomorrow off, but I will be on Sunday talking some NFL, so make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern time to catch El Ninos there on the morning show. All right, Al, have a great night. Good luck on the poker tables, and we'll talk with you again soon.
And better luck on the games. But
yeah, better luck on the game. That's right, no doubt. All right, Al, have a good night. El Ninos here on the drive-thru playing. You play poker, Chris? You're muted. You're still mute. You're still on mute. Still on mute, Chris. I guess he's going to have to sign off and sign back in again here. We'll see if Chris can get back signed in. And as we move forward, there you go. Go ahead.
There we go. All right. Now, I did play poker in my younger days a little bit, and I don't want to sound like I'm dating myself, but no, I did a few tournaments here and there.
A few tournaments here and there. All right. Guys, before we continue, I want to remind you guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. During the weekends, we're on here at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch, Rod Zawacky, Brian Bitler, of course, Joe Madden. Of course, on the weekends, we'll have a lot of the invasion from the drive-thru cappers will be on the show, contributing with their picks from Saturday college football, Sunday NFL. And of course, we're here Monday through Friday with a drive-through at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And we always ask for your help, guys. Help us build up our audience with those likes, those thumbs up. Chris, that really helps us out.
Absolutely, Tony. It does more than I think anybody can ever understand, because without the support from the Pick Dogs family, there is no Pick Dogs. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Blue is my shirt, for God's sake. But I'll tell you guys, it's all thanks to you guys. And to show you how much we appreciate love and support, keep those likes, thumbs up coming in. 150. I've got a 2-leg parlay for college hoops action tonight. Build yourself a nice little bankroll heading into a loaded Saturday.
All right, how many likes again, Chris? We got to get to
150.
152-legged parlay. All right, let's keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive with Jovan Burts. How you doing today?
Not much over here, laying low. But how about y'all fellas?
Good. And Chris doing well?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for tonight's action. I never know, Tony. I never know if you're going to ask me or not. I figure a lot of times you'll just speak for both of us because I'm usually good a lot of the time.
Yeah, Chris usually good a lot of times. All right, here we go. College hoops on the board tonight. We got LSU facing Penn State here with LSU laying 8, total 141.5.
Yeah, it's no secret over here, man. I'm rolling with LSU. So the LSU's come out the gate hot. They lost some pieces from last year's team. A couple double-digit scorers, but what they do, they replenish. They ain't waste any time neither. They're 5-0, 4-0 against the spread. The point ratio is crazy. Averaging 65 or 64.5 on points per game, and allowing a whopping 50 points per game. When you do that, you're gonna win a lot of games. And case in point, the last game against Belmont, 83-53. And that's a good Belmont team. So just imagine what they're gonna do to this Nittany Lions team, who are basically also Van's afterthoughts in the Big Ten Conference. They got a good record, but who have they played? So it's just one of those things where it's gonna be another smashing. If the odds makers were being more diligent, they would have made this a 12, 13, 14 point spread up, but they made it 8.5. So let's get this money.
All right, Jovan here is going to take the money here and take the LSU Tigers laying the 8 here against Penn State. Yeah, as Jovan said, Chris, Penn State's pretty much been bottom feeders there in the Big Ten.
Yeah, and I'll tell you straight up, that win over Belmont opened my eyes to this LSU team. I didn't think much of them because I was really high on Belmont coming into this team because I think you guys mentioned it. What was it, 4 or 5 double-digit scores coming back from the Bruins last year? And LSU made it look like child's play. Like it was nothing. So this LSU team is going to be a team I'm going to watch. I might even put them in my Final Four. I know it's early, but this team looks really good.
Didn't they get past Drake yesterday? Belmont.
Belmont got past Drake yesterday.
Yeah, and Drake's another good team from Missouri Valley Conference. They're no joke. Yeah. With 5 returning starters there, and they can really score in their NCAA tournament from a year ago.
Well, not only that, I'm not trying to take over this, but not only that, but you look at what Darian DeVries has done with Drake, having to have to deal with injuries year after year, and to keep that program winning, I think it just goes to speak more to Belmont's win, which could speak more to LSU's win over Belmont.
That's right. Yeah, you're looking at a really impressive win there, and you're looking at what the team has done ever since that loss. They went and they beat a good Drake team, so that makes that win look even more shinier here from LSU. LSU here laying 8 against Penn State. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic. Look at the numbers your past 30 days. 1,939 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. If you visit Jovan's profile page, you can check all those numbers there. They're all transparent. We'll take a look at the board tonight. We got good action tonight from the NBA with 12 games. NBA and the 2 in primetime college football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, so it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on these books with my Take Flight Friday 3-pack. So it's all, I believe it's all NBA games at this point, or not NBA games, but basketball games. 2 college basketball plays and 1 NBA play. Gonna be some hitters. I like these plays. It's that time, pad your stats time. With non-conference games, they all, there's plays every day that could be hammered. You just got to look for them. That's basically the simplest way of saying it. Of course, it's rivalry week. Today, was a light day for me with that. But tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow's the day where, the rubber meets the road. There's gonna be a lot of landmines. And who better to come to than, the person that's sitting number one on the leaderboard in college football. So check my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, my seasonal passes out. You know what I'm saying? Or you can match me with one of the other cappers for the 2-for-1 cappers on the website. It's all there, Sports Chat Place Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Go get it, man. Check out Jovan Burts, right? 1,939 use of profit past 3 days. That is all documented, showing profit here in college football. Number one, showing profit in college basketball. Tonight, he's got his Take Flight Above the Rim 3-pack. Get on board with that. Affordable pricing here for $39. Of course, you can take those winnings, go long-term with Jovan. He's got that 3- and 7-day pass. If you want to go 30-day, go for it. That'll get you right into the start of bowl season with Jovan Burts. For 30 days, you get all his plays here. NFL, college football. They get you into championship week next week in college football, as well as on all the NBA, all the college basketball that'll be in there. NFL as well. That 3rd-day all sports pass is your best value over Pick Dogs Premium. Now getting into the Christmas games now when you get that 3rd-day all sports pass, because we're at a 30-day calendar week here in November. So that takes you right into December 25th. So you get those plays there from Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he's feeling fantastic work. Just check the numbers out there. With those long-term passes, if you had a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Jovan, it's always great having you show. We'll talk to you a little later in the recap, but I know you're part of the weekend coverage right over at Pick Dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. You see me there both days, Saturday and Sunday. Rain, hail, sleet, snow. I'm there. So
he's there. All right, Jovan, take it easy. We'll talk to you in a little bit with the recap.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
All right, Jovan Burts here on the drive. Let's continue on. I know, Chris, we got a like goal tonight for that 2-legged parlay.
That we do, Tony, and we're getting a nice chunk of the way there. We're already a third of the way there, so 49 likes. We got about 100 more to go, but still plenty of quality capping to be dealt out, and still plenty of time. But don't wait. Get those likes in now. Ensure that parlay for you guys tonight.
Yeah, let's get those likes in. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for Brian Bitler. You'll find Brian Bitler in the mornings every day over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's also a part of that morning crew. Brian, what's happening?
I'll tell you what, the new improved version of the Bash Brothers, we got Jovan Burts number one last 30 days, and me, I'm right around the number one last 7 days. So new version of the Bash Brothers. It's hard to follow Jovan. He's been on fire, but I'm going to try to do it.
That's right. I do it here. Jovan's been on fire right now, and Brian Bitler on his heels. Here we go. We're going prime time. We got both games covered tonight in prime time college football. Brian leads us off here at 7 Eastern time as NC State will host North Carolina on ESPN. We got the Wolfpack laying 6 at home, total 61.
I'll tell you what, rivalries don't get much more heated than this one. We got NC State, North Carolina Tar Heels. Let's remember at the beginning of the year, I was all over the under for wins for UNC for the year. I felt they were overrated at the beginning of the year. Right now, they're sitting at 6-6, and I'm feeling like they're undervalued going into this game. 6 points is way too much to give this Tar Heels team. I believe the last team with the ball is going to win this game. NC State is 5-1 against the spread at home, and North Carolina also. I don't think they've covered a road game this season, but over the long haul, UNC has owned NC State going 4-0 against the spread the last 4 meetings between these two teams. Wolfpack's also 8-17 against the spread. Last 25 games following a straight up win. So for me tonight, I'm going to take North Carolina plus the points. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on the money line because, frankly, I feel North Carolina is the better team here. We'll see how it plays out in the field.
All right, Brian's going to go here with North Carolina here, plus the 6. All right, Chris. You know, at stake here for NC State, if they win and Wake Forest loses tomorrow to Boston College, North Carolina will move into the ACC. North Carolina State would move into the ACC title game against Pitt.
Yeah. It's a big game regardless of rivalry or not, but I do think that this is going to be a heavyweight fight. I think this is going to be a punching back and forth. I have this 35-28 whichever way you slice it. That's why I was looking at the over here, because you look, even if if you have NC State, if North Carolina were to lose this game, they've still put up 22 points in all their losses. So this is a team that can score and can go shot for shot with NC State, as good as the Wolfpack's defense has been. And I think that offense is going to give them a shot to cover here as well. So I like the over in this one.
He likes the over. Now, ask Brian again. Brian, any concern? Of course, obviously, the North Carolina defense on the road has got to be something you got to worry about, right?
Yeah, they have sometimes had that Swiss cheese defense. And I was thinking maybe you could get to 100 points in this game. I know NC State's defense is pretty stout, but I'm really picturing a shootout going back and forth here. I could see it going to overtime, and that's where the points start to add up. So I really like Chris's pick on the over. I might sprinkle that in there with North Carolina.
All right, Brian here at North Carolina +6, and in agreement here with the over here with Chris's selection here. And this one will have a start time of 7 p.m. each time. You could watch it over on ESPN. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work over the past 30 days. 1,193 units of profit, fully documented, transparent over at Pick Dogs Premium. So check it out. You can see all the plays that he's released. They're graded immediately. All right, Brian, big card from the NBA tonight. They're back in action with 12. A lot of primetime action in college basketball. A couple from college football. A lot of from NHL as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
I'll tell you what, I got a special deal just for the drive-through customers. I was afraid to give it out earlier. I don't want to get in trouble with Mitch, but my Black Friday special is my year pass for $1,100. That's $850 or $895 off the normal price. You can get that until midnight tonight when I have to take it away. But as far as tonight goes, I got my Avoid the Trap 3-pack. It's my best bet in college basketball, where I'm off to a 63% start. And my best bet in the NBA and my best college football play, 3 plays for $40 at pickdogs.com.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Brian Bitler, showing profit in college basketball, showing profit in the NBA, showing profit in the NFL, showing profit in the college football for this season, showing profit the past 7 days, showing profit here for the past 30 days, 1,193 units of profit. Get on board with Brian. He's got plays up tonight. He talked about that 1 year pass he has going on right now. His Black Friday special. He's taking a big chunk of dollars off that. Only $1,100. That's less than $100 a month for every play for Brian Bitler here for the entire year. Get the rest of college and NFL football. You get the entire season, college basketball, NBA, NHL. That's a fantastic value right now, as well as Major League Baseball. That would be all of baseball, because baseball takes it to November. So there you go, all the major sports from Brian Bitler that he handicaps over at Pick Dog Premium with that 1 year all sports pass, $1,100. That's less than $100 a month. And
I'm going to get in trouble for that one. I
think so. Yeah, you're going to get
the email.
Isn't that like $83 a month? I think we had that price point before, maybe around that neighborhood, maybe neighborhood of $90 a month. But anyway,
we did a Christmas in July special. That was pretty cheap.
It was pretty cheap, yeah. So it's about $3 a day when it comes out to. So that's a fantastic value there from Brian Bitler with that 1 year all sports pass Black Friday special, $895 off regular price until midnight. Get on board, save a ton of money. You see the performance from Brian. He's doing fantastic work there over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on your show. Of course, you're also part of your morning crew. You've got that YouTube members VIP Premium.
At the YouTube members premium VIP, it's the best deal in handicapping, guys. And this is the busiest time of season with college basketball, college football going into bowl season. You got NBA basketball, NHL hockey. So for $100 a month, you're going to get picks from me, Joe, Mitch, and Rod. One premium day from each of us at least. Sometimes I do 2, plus some special prop bets, late breaking plays that we'd put in if we'd add a play at 4 or 5 o'clock. So make sure you check it out, YouTube Premium and VIP.
YouTube member, Premium, and VIP. Check the link below. Get signed up. And, of course, you can tune in to Brian Saturday and Sunday mornings here during the weekends here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's an hour earlier, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the college football and NFL shows. Of course, Brian is part of that as well. Get his picks. You're usually the closer there, right?
I'm usually the guy that starts up the bus, and I was just thinking here, I can't wait for all the new podcasts that are going to go on. I'm thinking of ideas like the 3 R's, Ruffolo, Rod, and Romanelli, the 3 R's. There's so many possibilities. I'm looking forward to it.
Very good, very good. All right, Brian, have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you here on the drive-thru on Monday.
See you guys later.
All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive. We'll continue our coverage. Reminder, guys, be sure to stay tuned to the end of the show as we do a complete recap. If you missed any of the picks, we'll do a recap at the end of the show. We have Jovan Burts will help us out with that. And, of course, Chris, we got a 2-legged parlay to give out if we hit our LICO. And where are we at with our LICO?
That I do, Tony. We're at 71 right now, so we still got a little bit chipping away to do, but we're stepping out. We're stepping out in the right direction. Just gotta keep the nose to the ground. We got to keep getting those likes in. So 79 away, and we'll get you that 2-leg parlay for tonight.
We're handing the jackhammer out to you to make a chip on this one now. So here you go with your NBA game for tonight. 7 Eastern Time has the Knicks hosting the Suns. The Suns, a streaky team now, winning quite a bit like they did last year on this long-term winning streak. They're laying 3.5, total 215.5.
Yeah, and Tony doesn't want to mention the word streaky around me because all of a sudden you'll find me running butt naked up the street. But that's neither here nor there. But he is right. The Phoenix Suns, a very streaky team, have not lost a game in over a month, and they've won 14 straight after rallying to beat the Cavaliers last time out. And Phoenix, over that 14-game stretch, 8-6 against the number, and 13 of those 14 wins have come by at least 4 points, which is around what the line is at tonight, outscoring their opponents by an average of 11.5 points per game. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks, for a team that, was our playoff darling last year, played fantastic defense to get themselves there, just hasn't been working out as of late. 4-8 in their last 12 games, haven't won back-to-back games since October 30th, ironically, the same day that Phoenix's streak started. And, since then, it's just been all downhill. 4-8 mark against the number since that streak started for the Suns. And, there's just a bunch of guys on the injury list potentially for the Knicks in this one. I think if you've got a banged-up Knicks team against a reasonably healthy Phoenix Suns team that's on fire right now, this is at a point where, you ride the Suns until the hot hand cools off. Because, Tony, that's like I always say. If you're riding a hot hand, it's just like riding the bus. If you miss a couple stops, you've made enough that you can afford to miss a couple. So I like the Phoenix Suns tonight. I think they win this one comfortably.
All right, we got Chris here on the Suns here, laying 3.5 here against the New York Knicks. And, we got Derrick Rose out. Gibson is questionable, too. And, I'm with you there. The lines have been inflated for the Suns. They haven't covered in 5 of 6. But, again, look at how short the line is. Right now it's time for them to cover.
Yeah, exactly. When you're getting lines in the double digits, as much as we talk about, teams being all that much better in the NBA, sometimes you got to remember these guys are still professionals. They're still the top, 500 basketball players in the world according to the league. So, you understand there's a talent disparity, but these are still professionals, like I said. So, the inflated lines, you're bound to get a 1-5 against the number mark, even if you're a team like Phoenix that's won 14 straight. But like you said, the line low enough tonight with so many question marks for the Knicks that it's almost like you can't pass this up. Maybe they're trying to sucker us in, but like I said, I always say if it's a trap, I hope the net's comfortable and I hope it can hold a lot of weight because I'm going to be taking it tonight.
Yeah, Knicks haven't been able to cover in 5 of 7, and then you see that 7-game span, 26 in offensive efficiency, just 103 points per 100 possessions. Agreement here on the Suns, laying 3.5 against the Knicks, and this one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we've got a good card from the NBA. We have 12 games, big card from NHL. We got college hoops and football going on as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, tonight I've got plenty of stuff going on. I've got my Fast Break Friday College Hoops 3-pack. And just think, if you guys get to that like goal and you grab that 3-pack tonight for $30, all of a sudden you have 5 plays that I absolutely love for the College Hoops tonight. So, it doesn't get much better than that. I also got my NBA Black Card special. Play you can put any amount on. It's coming back to your pocket in nothing but pure profit, as well as some hockey plays on the board for long-term subscribers. And speaking of long-term, that's the best value right now. 3-day today is probably going to be some of your best value. We always talk about the 7-day, but right now 3-day is going to get you the whole weekend. College hoops, college football, NBA, NFL, you name it, it's going to be coming to you there, as well as the 7-day will get you all the way up until this time next week. The 30-day is going to get you up to the majority of bowl season and the year. Well, again, that speaks for itself. So definitely check all those options out, whether it's just me or with someone else part of the 2-for-1 capper deal. Got the season passes up. I'm going to have a college football bowl pass coming up very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled. And check out the Puck Dogs package with myself and Rod. We tore it up this morning. We got the Carolina Hurricanes at nice plus money on the puck line. So just the money keeps rolling in. You don't want to miss out on it, so check it out over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Okay, check out Chris over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got a college basketball 3-pack for tonight, a single from the NBA. But as he talked about, the long-term pass, the 3-day pass is the best value, a great value right now. All of Chris's plays NBA for tonight. Of course, the remainder of college football. 45 games from college football for tomorrow. Card from the NFL as well. Monday Night Football. These guys get their Monday Night Football plays in on Sunday for the 3-day pass customers. So get that 3-day all sports patch right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can add a second capper with 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Chris, real quickly, where are we at with our like goal?
Well, Tony, we're just out of the outside of the triple digits. We're at 98 likes right now. We still need 150, so about 52 more likes. And a 2-leg parlay will be yours, but I have a feeling we may be able to get some likes in the next couple segments.
Yeah, next segment we're good for at least 40 from Rod Zawacky. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, not too much, buddy. Having a great day. Off to a nice 3-0 start to
nice. There you go. 3-0. That's good for 40 likes, guys. Keep those likes coming in. All right, here we go. It's the Apple Cup. You know, I like my Washington State apples. They're pretty good. We got it 8 Eastern time.
Yeah.
They're good. Oh, yeah. You get up there in Canada, too?
Yep, of course.
Yeah.
Awesome, not that far from Washington.
That's right, not too far. Washington. I was worried about the taxes. I don't want to get into that stuff anyway, if they put a tax on those crossing. But anyway, Washington State here facing Washington. It's the Cougars laying 1 on the road, total 45.
Yeah, if you've been following me, we've been riding the Cougars for a while on Saturdays, on whatever day they play. They've been rolling right along. They're 7-1 ATS their last 8 games. So they've been doing us good, these Cougars. I know you look at the recent history in this Apple Cup that but it hasn't been so kind to the Cougars. The Huskies have won the last 6 Apple Cups. So, but this is the year. This is the year that I think the Cougars are the way better team in this one here. And you look, Cougars 6-1 the last 7 after accumulating 450 total yards in the previous game. And I think they come into this one all pumped up. The favorite is 5-1 the last 6 meetings between these two. So you look at the Huskies 2-6 the last 8 home games. They're also 3-11 the last 14 as an underdog. They're also 1-6 ATS their last 7 as a home dog. So we're going to take the Washington Cougars here. I think the Cougars finally get themselves a win here in the Apple Cup. Stop the streak at 6.
Stop the streak. Get 1 to the Cougars. This is about as low as the Huskies program has been since I can remember. I mean, it is about what I can remember. I know Washington State's had some down years, but this team is moving up in the right direction. You know, Jan DeLaura, Chris, has been the difference. I know he'd been injured and Cougars struggled, but with him in the lineup, they've been well. But this Washington offense trending poorly. Look at their past 3 games. They're averaging 286 yards, 2.3 yards per rush, 5.8 yards per pass. It's just miserable offense here from Washington.
You guys are trying to get me in trouble by saying riding the Cougars all the way throughout the course of the season. I see what you two are doing there. Now, but, I do like Washington State here as well. Like Tony, like you said, Jaden DeLaura. And if we look outside of Washington State, I mean, this is the year of the quarterbacks that really nobody had heard of. You had Jaden Daniels. You've had Cameron Rising in Utah in the Pac-12. You've had Jaden DeLaura have a bit of a breakout season. It's just been the new quarterbacks, new faces are emerging in the Pac-12. It's nice to see, but I think Jaden DeLaura definitely one of the brighter ones, and I think he leads Washington State to a big win over Washington. Like Rod said, it's time for the Huskies' dominance to end.
All right, we got Washington State on the money line here from minus 115 here from Ron. This one has a start time of 8 p.m. Eastern time. This one is televised by Fox Sports 1. All right, let's take a look over at Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dog Premium. Look at the numbers this year in NHL. 1,613 units of profit. He's also showing profit here of 1,240 units the past 30 days. Rod Zawacky. So tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium, Rod, we got 12 games from the NBA. We got a big card from NHL. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, for me tonight, like I said, we had 3 games go off already. We hit those, and so I reconstituted what I had, and I got a feel-good Friday 5-pack for you. That includes 3 college basketball slam dunks and my top 2 plays in the NHL. You can get that over at Pick Dogs Premium, or you look at the college football. We've just been rolling along the last 30 days. Going 21-12, hitting 63% winners over the last 30 days. Up, big bettors up over almost $7,000. And then, just like you said, look at this hockey. Add another 155 units to that, as the Ducks easily won the puck line on that one. So we're up over 1,700 units in hockey. I've got a season pass in hockey for $500. That's easily tripled its return on investment in that alone. You can get yourself my bowl passes up. Get the rest of the college season and the rest, all the bowl games included, $250. There's my Black Friday special for you guys. Or like Chris has said earlier, the Puck Dogs is starting to roll. Grab winners over there. We got Carolina on the puck line. Nice plus 170 over there. Been rolling along the last 30 days. Jump on something long term. Now's the time. We got so many sports going. Instead of buying a package here in college football, package in hockey, grab something long term. I got something. You get 6 months, $700 gives you every play, every sport for the next 6 months that I put out. That's a great deal. Jump on over Pink Dogs Premium.
Big Dogs Premium with Rod Zawacky, Black Friday specials, guys. Check him out right now. He's got that 6-month all sports pass to reduce down to $700. Every play that Rod releases for the next 6 months, a little bit more than $100 a month. That's fantastic value as we get right into the bowl season. It'll get you all the NHL, which he's doing fantastic work all the way through March Madness. It's a good time to get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Big Dogs Premium with a long-term pass. If you're just looking at college football, he's got a college football season pass now to the championship game, only $250. You're getting. We got, 45 games tomorrow. We got championship week next week. And then all the bowl games, every play that Rod releases from college football, $250 now to the championship game. And we still have 2 weeks left in the regular season. And, of course, that Army-Navy game the week later. So that's the way to go. Get on board with Rod Zawacky. Long-term passes now available. NHL season pass for $500. Or you want to go all 6 months with the VIP pass, 6 months VIP pass from Rod for $700. Pick one of those passes up. Get on board with Rod Zawacky right now over at Big Dogs Premium, where he's doing fantastic work. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. Continue that great work. We'll tune in tomorrow or during the weekend at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with that morning show.
You bet. Tune in tomorrow. And we'll, I've got a 5-pack I'm going to put in right now. Right as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to punch that in. I got my 5 premium picks in college football already all locked up, ready to go. And it'll be already up there at Big Dogs Premium as well. And also tune in tomorrow. We love our weekend show, jam-packed. Everybody gets in there. It's kind of like the amped up drive-through kind of thing. But we have a good time. Loaded, jam-packed green room as always. So jump aboard. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Fun begins.
The fun begins.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Rod, great having you on the show. Have a great night. Go Cougars! He's on the Cougars. That's right, tonight. All right, Rod. Check out Big Dog Stream for Rod's 5-pack from College Football 4 tomorrow. I'll have it up there very shortly. Let's continue on here on the drive. Quick, Chris, give us the update on the likes.
I'll tell you, we're 22 away. We still got a little bit of time. But again, guys, you're cutting it close. We want to make sure we get those 150 likes in. So definitely keep them coming in. We're almost there, but we still got a couple more great cappers to go.
We do. We should get there with it. And, of course, to help us get there is Goran Kucar. It's our soccer segment, our weekly segment with a guy. Goran, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. Hey, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here. Another great weekend ahead.
Sounds that way. All right, here we go. We're going to the Spanish League here with Villarreal and Barcelona.
Yeah, I was thinking about which game to take for this Friday, and then I decided to go with Villarreal Barcelona, which is arguably one of the biggest games of the weekend, and there's a ton of value in pretty much every pick in this game. You know, neither team is playing consistently well this season, and even though Barcelona has been pretty bad in scoring goals, they have scored only 20, which is one of their weakest seasons in the last, 10 or 12 years. Villarreal has been even worse when it comes to scoring goals. And they're struggling on both ends. They're struggling at home and away. They lost in the Champions League earlier this week. And honestly, I'm going to side with Barcelona no matter how big of an underdog or whatever they are. I'm going to take Barcelona and over 2.5 for plus 300. Honestly, I think it's going to be an exciting game. The last time Villarreal has beaten Barcelona at home was back in 2007. So they haven't had basically any success against Barcelona at home. They do have some injuries. They do have a few suspensions. But so does Barcelona. And the only problem for Villarreal right now is that Barcelona can no longer afford to lose any more points. They got to start scoring goals. They got to start producing. And in the 2 games since Xavi has been the head coach, they have shown quite a bit of progress on both ends. And I think this is going to be a breakout game for this team because they need a breakout game if they want to qualify for the next stage of the Champions League against Bayern Munich in 2 weeks. And that's going to be almost a mission impossible in the form in the form they are in at the moment for Barcelona.
All right, we got Goran here on Villarreal Barcelona over 2.5 and Barcelona win at plus 300. All right, Chris, your thoughts here on La Liga this matchup?
Well, I've never had to do this to Goran, but I think I'm going to have to give him a red card. I think I'm going to have to send him off because I think this is just we were talking about this game on our videos the other day, and I just think this is going to be a lower scoring game. I do think Barcelona wins, but I just see it being a battle, and I think this is just going to be tough sledding on both sides. But I think that Barcelona is where the value is in this one. Or I'll just have to wager a beer on the total, I think, in this one. That's all.
Or two.
Or two, right? Or two. All right. Goran here on Villarreal, Barcelona over 2.5. Barcelona win. The return plus 300. All right, Goran, why don't you let us know what you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium for the soccer weekend?
I will have 5-pack for you guys tomorrow. I might stretch it out to 7-pack, but we'll see depending on the games. We do have quite a few of good games, but it's going to be a great weekend. There's going to be a lot of games. And even though we don't have Champions League next week, we have some midweek action all over Europe. We have EPL, we have Serie A, we have League One as well. So it's going to be another great week of a lot of soccer games. There's going to be a lot of free picks in our videos, and we're going to start our live show soon with our latest edition. Ashley was also going to do some soccer handicapping at Big Dogs.
Very good, very good. So check out Goran this weekend over at Pick Dodge Premium. Get on board with his big soccer plays. And, of course, you're going to have a live show coming up. And, of course, you'll also do the videos with Chris, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of those videos. We just recorded some earlier today as well. So this weekend is going to be, I think we have like 15 videos. So there's a lot of free picks in there. So that's almost, I'm going to say 25 or even 30 free picks. And if that's not enough, guys, there's a lot of free articles that Sport Chat plays in every league, every big game you have all over Europe.
Tell us a little bit more about your live show. That'll be coming up shortly, right? You'll be doing a live show?
Yeah, the live show should start next week. We're going to do a live show every day. It's going to be in the evenings on the weekdays. And we're going to do a morning live show on the weekends just before the games start in Bundesliga and EPL, just so that you guys have time to place your bets and follow some soccer with us.
All right, beautiful. That's perfect. For the public out there that like the soccer, you get Goran with Goran as guest, and of course he'll be on early morning on those weekends as we got those early start times. All right, Goran, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll tune into your live shows and your videos.
Thanks, Tony. See you guys next week.
All right, Goran Kucar here on the drive-through. All right, Chris, where are we at with our like goal?
I'll tell you, we're on the edge. We're at 148 likes. It just takes 2 more, and then we'll have that parlay for you guys. So if 2 people could do us the favor, clicking the like button if you haven't already, you'll get the parlay. All
right, keep those likes coming in. All right, my free pick tonight will feature college hoops, USC and San Diego State, 11:30 Eastern time. San Diego State laying at 1.5, total 131.5. And my pick tonight, I'm going to take the Trojans. I'm a Trojan man tonight, laying -1.5 against San Diego State. And with USC, again, this is a team that reloads. Even though they have 2 starters back from last year, they do have 6 of their 8 rotational players that have returned. Plus, the Trojans restocked with transfers in their freshman class. It's pretty good. This is a team that's experienced with depth. That's important here in back-to-back games. So the Trojans go to their bench with heavy minutes. On the court, they're shooting the ball well, 49%, 36% from 3. And they're holding teams to just 34%, 25% from beyond the arc. They're strong scoring inside, plus they take good care of the basketball. Now, with San Diego State, they're not a really good shooting team, just 41%, 28% from 3. Remember, they do have a 6-point loss at BYU. They couldn't separate enough to cover against Arizona State to win by 2. They win by 6 against UT Arlington, couldn't separate. I'm going to take USC plus the points here, Chris.
Well, Tony, I'll say it right now. We're past the 150 likes, so I'll say this right now. This is one of the 2 games that is in the parlay for tonight. I'm looking at the under in this one. This is it's a back-to-back spot for both teams. Neither of those games came anywhere near 129 points, and the total I believe here is around 130. And I think this is just going to be a slow-paced game. So I'm looking for this one to be the first to 65 wins. So I think this is just going to be a battle. I lean towards the Trojans because you made some very good points there. I think the defense for the Aztecs only get them so far. So my stronger play here is on the over, though.
All right, Chris is on the under, right? Under?
Under. I don't know if I said over. I'm on the under in this one.
Yeah, Chris likes the under. I like USC laying the -1.5 against San Diego State. This one will have a start time of 11:30 Eastern time over on the ESPN network. Check your ESPN app for that one. Guys, I have 2 plays remaining on tonight's card. My best bet from the NBA, my best bet from college football, so check those out. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion with my 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. Good time to get that $30 sports pass. Get yourself covered for nice primetime action as well as Saturday and Sunday. Football heavy as well as hoops. So get on board with my long-term passes, and you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We made our light goal, correct, Chris?
Yes, we did, sir. I'm just laughing. You said you get yourself covered, and you're talking about how you're the Trojan man tonight. Sorry,
cover yourself, my man.
I'm immature. I'm sorry.
You got to cover yourself. You got to cover yourself. I don't want to hear anything crying in the background. All right. let's go ahead. Let's get started.
That's about it.
Let's go ahead and let's do the recap here. We had James Clark started us off with Thunder plus 7.5 against Wizards. Al was on Pacers -4 against Raptors. Jovan, LSU laying 8 against Penn State. Brian was on North Carolina +6 against NC State. Chris was on the Suns -3.5 against the Knicks. Rod, Washington State money line laying the -115 against Washington. Goran, Villarreal, Barcelona over 2.5 goals. Barcelona to win at +300. Yours truly, USC with laying the plus the 1.5 against San Diego State. We'll start with Chris of the Near Pick. Which one do you like the best?
Well, Tony, I got to keep it right here. I got to go with Jovan with the LSU Tigers -8. I think that was just a dominant performance from LSU and a team that I'm probably going to be watching the rest of the season.
All right, let's go over to Jovan. Jovan, of the Near Pick. Which one do you like the best?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bitler's pick. UNC +6. I think it's too many points. I think it's a 3-point game, no matter how you slice it.
All right, I'm going to disappoint Chris and go with Ninos here with the Pacers laying the 4 against the Raptors. Finally, they get 2 at home. They should be a little rested here against the Raptors, who still learning, still having struggles defending this season. All right, Chris, we got to our Lyco. Give us that 2-legged parlay.
Tony, haven't you learned I'm already disappointed with the Raptors on a night in and night out basis? Well, I gave you guys the first leg of that parlay, San Diego State and USC under the number. Like I said, I think it's just going to be a lower scoring game back to back for both teams. And neither of the games, even on fresh legs, got anywhere close to the total last night. I have a hard time seeing it get around the total tonight. So I'm going to take the under in that matchup. And the second leg of the parlay, well, totals may not be sexy, but what is sexy is getting money in your bankroll at the end of the night. So we're going to be taking the UAB Blazers and the San Francisco Dons over the number. You look at San Francisco, this is a team that's putting up 70 points with regularity. And I know you say, well, the total set at 141, isn't that going to get us a push if both teams get to 70? It would. But UAB is putting up 90 on the regular. This is a team that's putting up, 86 against New Mexico, 88 against Alabama A&M. They started the year with 102 against UNC Asheville, 85 against Morehead State. This is a UAB team that's offense first and defense optional. So I think this is a game where we easily get to 150, if not 160. So we're going to take the UAB San Francisco over the number and the USC San Diego State under the number as the parlay for tonight.
All right, that was Chris here with this 2-legged parlay. Thank you guys for the contribution with your thumbs up, those likes, and your questions. Of course, Felix, the question about soccer on the contest, you might want to address that on the Twitter and the Instagram. Ask that question over to Joe Madden, and she'll get the answer for you. Guys, don't forget about that Capper contest. Check the Pick Dogs over on Twitter and Instagram for information. They'll also cover that on the morning shows. That'll do it for tonight's show, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the Saturday, Sunday morning shows, of course, with Mitch, Rod Zawacky, Brian Bitler, and, of course, Joe Madden. We'll have a lot of the drive-thru cappers on the show, giving out live free picks for the football on Saturday and Sunday. Of course, we'll be back here with the drive-thru Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go ahead and bring in the group tonight. Well, good night, everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you.